Breaking news, a new runway, a new reality in the South China Sea. US and Philippine forces are finishing a strategic airfield. Tensions with Beijing are set to spike. Here, on the southern tip of the Philippines, a strip of concrete is rewriting Asia's future. This is Balabac Island, once a forgotten paradise, now the center of a global power struggle. The air is thick with anticipation. The project is nearly complete, a state-of-the-art airfield built under a landmark defense pact between Washington and Manila. It's designed to host advanced military aircraft, just a short flight from the contested South China Sea. This isn't just about building an airstrip, it's about sending a message of resolve and alliance. The world is watching. For years, China's relentless expansion, building artificial islands and military bases, has dominated the region. Now, there's a counter-narrative. The Balabac Airfield is a direct response, a strategic pivot made real. It demonstrates that the US and the Philippines are deepening their partnership in the face of shared challenges. This runway is more than infrastructure. It's a symbol of renewed commitment to defend international law and freedom of navigation. As we stand here, the final touches are being put in place. The smell of fresh asphalt hangs in the air. The sounds of heavy machinery are giving way to a new kind of silence, a watchful silence before a potential storm. This runway is a game changer. It provides the Philippines and the US with a crucial forward operating base. It extends their reach and enhances surveillance. It fundamentally alters the strategic calculus for any nation seeking to dominate these waters. The story of Balabac is the story of Asia's future, being paved one section at a time. The stakes are high, and the world is watching. The balance of power in the South China Sea is shifting, and it all starts here on a remote island with a single runway. The South China Sea is one of the world's most important waterways. Over a third of global shipping passes through it, and it's rich in resources. But it's also a flashpoint, where China's ambitions collide with its neighbors' claims. China claims almost the entire sea, based on a controversial 9-line, rejected by an international tribunal. Beijing has ignored the ruling and doubled down. Tensions are rising. Chinese Coast Guard vessels use water cannons against Filipino fishing boats, and maritime militia swarm Philippine-held reefs. These aren't isolated incidents. They're part of a deliberate strategy to assert control without triggering war. For the Philippines, this is existential. It's about sovereign rights, economic future, and national identity. The waters their fishermen have sailed for generations are becoming no-go zones. This is why the US-Philippine alliance has new urgency. Both nations see a shared threat in Beijing's actions. The Philippines needs a powerful partner. The US needs a committed ally in a vital location. This isn't just about principles. It's about preventing one country from rewriting the rules for everyone. Many analysts believe China is trying to establish irreversible control before the world can respond. Every new Chinese outpost is another turn of the screw. The US and the Philippines are racing to build a credible deterrent. They want to show Beijing that further aggression will be costly. The tension is palpable, the region is a chessboard, and every move matters. Why Balabac? Its location is its power. Balabac sits at the crossroads of the South China Sea, Sulu Sea, and Malacca Strait, key shipping lanes for global commerce. It's just over 100 miles from the Spratly Islands, the heart of the disputes. The new runway is long and strong enough for large military aircraft, giving the Philippines and US rapid response capability. Before, responding to incidents meant launching from distant bases. Now, assets are right on the doorstep. Built under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, Filipino and American engineers transformed dense jungle into a modern airstrip. The project overcame tough conditions, driven by a shared goal of regional security. Balabac has been transformed from a quiet, isolated archipelago into a front line of national defense. It's a dramatic shift, one of the region's most significant developments in years. The island is now a strategic stronghold, and the world is taking notice. The Balabac Airfield wouldn't exist without the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA. Signed in 2014, EDCA lets the US build facilities and preposition assets at Philippine bases, without creating permanent US bases. The facilities remain under Philippine ownership, but allow for unprecedented cooperation. The US has invested hundreds of millions to upgrade key sites, including Balabac. The goal: improve interoperability, train together, and respond to crises as one. EDCA also allows for storage of equipment for disaster relief and maritime security. The airfield is a perfect example. Shared investment, shared expertise, shared purpose. Working side by side builds more than infrastructure. It builds trust and strengthens the alliance. Recent tensions have given EDCA new urgency. The Balabac project is proof of revitalized commitment. Legal language is turning into concrete, steel, and runways. The alliance is now stronger, more capable, and more credible than it's been in decades. EDCA is forging the tools needed to secure the future, and Balabac is the blueprint. To grasp Balabac's significance, compare it to China's island building in the Spratlys. For a decade, China has turned reefs into massive fortified military bases, runways, harbors, missiles, and radar. The contrast is stark. Balabac is undisputed Philippine territory, built openly with US help. China's islands are in disputed waters, claimed by several countries, built in violation of international law. Balabac's purpose is clear defense and regional security. China's projects began in secrecy, claiming civilian use, but rapidly militarized. The environmental impact is also different. Balabac is a single airfield. China's dredging has devastated coral reefs and marine life. It's a tale of two approaches. One, based on alliance and law, the other on unilateral force. The world is watching which model prevails. The stakes are not just regional, they're global, and the consequences will echo for decades. For Balabac's people, the airfield brings both hope and anxiety. Construction has created jobs and boosted local businesses. New infrastructure, roads, ports, and the dual-use airfield could open the islands to tourism and better services. Faster access to medical care, and new economic opportunities are within reach. But there are real concerns. Balabac is a biodiversity hotspot, home to endangered species and fragile ecosystems. Residents worry about environmental damage, resource strain, and the loss of their island's natural beauty. The biggest fear, security. Hosting a strategic base makes Balabac a potential target in any conflict. The community is now on the front line of a major rivalry. The runway that promises connection also brings risk. Progress and peril now go hand in hand. In Balabac's main town, excitement and anxiety mix. Families hope for better jobs, schools, and healthcare. But elders worry about losing their traditional way of life and the island's soul. The influx of outsiders and the military presence are unsettling. The challenge for leaders is to balance national security with local well-being. That means listening to residents, protecting the environment, and ensuring fair economic benefits. Building trust is as important as building runways. The project's success will be measured by its impact on people, not just military strength. Can progress come without sacrificing culture and nature? The community waits, hoping the promises outweigh the risks. The Balabac airfield is a high-stakes gamble. Its logic is deterrence, showing strength to prevent conflict. The runway signals to Beijing aggression will meet swift response. The goal is peace through strength, not provocation. But what one side sees as defense, the other may see as a threat. There's a risk of escalation. China could respond with more militarization. This is the classic security dilemma. Actions for security can fuel insecurity. Clear communication and de-escalation are vital. The runway is a powerful chess piece, but every move carries risk. The hope is that deterrence will keep the peace. As the sun sets over Balabac, the new runway stands as a symbol. It represents a revitalized US-Philippine alliance and a commitment to a free, open Indo-Pacific. For the Philippines, it's a sign of national pride and resolve. The path ahead is challenging. Risks of escalation, local concerns, and environmental impact remain. But the runway is a step toward restoring balance in a tense region. It's a tool for diplomacy, not just defense. The goal is peace, built on strength, preparedness, and shared commitment. The future of Asia won't be decided by force, but by nations working together. Balabac's runway is a statement. The skies and seas must remain open and free. The hope is that this new front line will be a guardian of peace, not a trigger for conflict.